all the programming languages are classified into two types. One is procedure oriented programming. Second one is non-procedure oriented programming. What is a procedure oriented programming? What is a non-procedure oriented programming? When I say procedure oriented programming, I told Ravi, come to the third floor, take the keys, go to the parking, take my car, go to IMAX, go to counter number 2, Prasad will be sitting there, give him the money, he will give you 2 tickets, collect the tickets, take the car, come back to Captain for Solution, park the vehicle, come to third floor, give me the tickets. What is this? I told Prasad what is the work he has to do, and also I told him how he was supposed to do. He cannot take his own decision in doing it. I told him what is the work he was supposed to do and how he was supposed to do. What is the work he is supposed to do, how he was supposed to do. This is called procedure oriented programming. When I say login, how the system know how to log in? If you give username password, how does the system know how to log in? You are giving an instruction. Take the username, take the password, go to the database, write a query, get the existing database username password, verify, both of them are matching, take you to the first page, both of them are not matching, take you to the error page. Now who given this instruction? You gave the instruction. So procedure oriented programming, where you specify what is the work you have to do, how you are supposed to do. Non-procedure oriented programming. I told Prasad, get me 2 tickets. I didn't tell him how he was supposed to get. This Prasad can go to IMAX, he can send somebody to IMAX, he can go to Easy Movies and book, he can go to Black and Purchase, or he can take a car, he can go by a bus, he can go by an auto. I have not given the instruction how to do it. I only gave the instruction what work need to be done. So I have given only instruction what work need to be done. I have not given the instruction how it need to be done. This is called non-procedure language, like your database query languages. Get all the student data. How should I get? I am not mentioning it. Get me the student data and display. How you are supposed to get? It is not my headache. I am only mentioning what is the work I need. I am not mentioning how it was supposed to be done. It is called non-procedure languages. So your database query languages are going to be non-procedure languages. Your regular programming languages are going to be procedure, right? Where we give the instruction and the work. I hope you are good. Now we came to the second point. When you are going for this, we have a structure-oriented programming, where we have a data and we have an action. Let us take an example. I told classroom students are sitting here, like all the 200 people are sitting in this classroom. Then I told tomorrow class is postponed by 30 minutes. I want to convey this message. Students are here, faculty is also here. I conveyed the message, information is already transferred to you. Because data is here, people who are using the data are also here. Because both of us are sitting in the same classroom, when I give any information, automatically delivered to you. This is one format. Second format, you left the classroom, class completed, you left. Then I want to announce that class is postponed by 30 minutes. What should I do? I have to make a call to every student, notify, boss, class timing is modified. Am I right? Which is easy for you? Announcing in the class or making a call to every student and notifying? Announcing in the class. Why? Because the data is here, actions are here. Data and people who are using the data, both of the people are here. When you say structure-oriented programming, data is at one location and the actions are defined at one location. Any change that happened in the data, I have to go to every instruction, notify, boss, the following change occurred. Why? Data is defined at one location, actions are defined at another location. When you say this is what? Structure oriented programming, like your C language. When you say object oriented programming language, where we have data and actions together at one location. So any change happen on the data, it is automatically notified to the people because we are together. I hope you're good. Procedure oriented programming, non-procedure oriented programming, structure oriented programming. I hope you're good with this. Okay. Now, what is this object oriented programming? Now, what is object oriented programming? How what is the difference you find between object and structure oriented programming? Let us take a quick example. Now, let us take this example. 3 students have written the exam. Sham is a 5th class student. Ram, 10th class student. Ravi, BTech student. All these 3 people wrote 10th class exam. This guy has got 85 marks. This guy has got 90 marks. This guy has got 100 marks. Now tell me who is intelligent student? Now they will ask you, are you speaking intelligent student according to object oriented programming or structure oriented programming? Now I told it is a structure oriented programming. Structure oriented programming means it doesn't give importance to the person. I am not worried who are you. If you give me input, I will give you output. Now what are the inputs? 85, 90, 100. 100 is the highest mark. Ravi, you are intelligent. So it is not giving importance to the person. It is only giving importance to the input. You give me input, I will give you output. I am not worried about who you are. Now, according to the structure oriented programming, who is intelligent student? Ravi. Now I said object oriented programming. In the object oriented programming, we give priority to object. Now ask, who are you? Sham. Which class? 5th class. How many marks? 85. Who are you? Ram. Which class? 10th class. How many marks? 90. Who are you? Ravi. Which class? BTech. How many marks? 100. So finally, what is this? In this case, you are going to get boss Sham, you are intelligent. Now it is giving priority to what? Person first. Now person to person, the priorities will change. Now object oriented programming give importance to the object, then to the action. Structure oriented programming will give importance to the action, then to the object. Are you getting my point here? Is that was clear? Let me make one more example. I went to a movie theater. Now I was about to purchase a ticket for a movie. I asked, what is the ticket price? He told me 200 rupees. I was about to take a ticket. My corporator came for the movie. Then cash counter person told, Satish, can you wait? Corporator shop came, let him take a ticket first. He came, he asked, ticket price, okay, 150 rupees. Then he was about to take a ticket, then your MLA shop came. Boss, corporator, can you wait? Let us first give ticket to MLA. Then our Modi shop came. Boss, can you wait? Okay, now what is happening? Same service, the person who is sitting in the counter, he was giving priority to the person first, then to the action. Now he has a priority. Now what is the action? If I give 200 rupees, he was supposed to give a ticket. This is the action. But what is happening? Based on the person, priorities are changing. Based on the person, priorities are changing. Are you getting my point here? Is that was clear? Right. Now, the person who is sitting in the counter is a very sincere guy. Now I was going, then corporator came, told, go and wait in the queue. Modi came, go and wait in the queue. Now what? I am not worried about who are you. You give me 200 rupees, I'll give you ticket. Stand in the queue, give me 200 rupees, I'll give you ticket. What was that? No importance to the object, importance to the action. Structure oriented programming. Okay, object oriented programming, higher priority to the object than to the actions. Right? Object oriented programming system. I hope basic physical definition is clear. Right. When you say object oriented programming, there are some thumb rules. What are the thumb rules? Abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism. Okay, polymorphism. Then inheritance. So these are the 4 thumb rules. Okay, what is that? Abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. First one, abstraction. When I say abstraction, It only says list of services what we are offering. It only gives you list of services what we are offering. It will not give their implementation. We are not worried about their implementation. We are only worried about list of services what they are offering. Let us say you went to an ATM. When you went to an ATM, what will you look at? What are the services that ATM is offering? Withdraw, say okay, change the password, get the mini statement, pay the bill. We are only worried what services they are giving. We are not worried how they are provided. Now will you go to ATM and say, if you are using Java, then only I will withdraw the money? Right? If you write a for loop, then only I will write, I will withdraw the money, otherwise I will not withdraw. No boss, you use only Oracle, then I will deposit the money. We are not worried internally how they are implemented. We are not worried internally how they are implemented. We are only worried what are the services you are offering. We want to know list of services what they are offering. We are not interested on how they are offering. We are only interested on what are the services they are offering. We are not interested on how they are offering this service. Abstraction. List of services offered by the entity. List of services offered by the entity. We are not worried about their implementation. We only want list of services. Are you clear? Are you clear about it? What is an abstraction? It only show required information, hide the unwanted information. So which way you say required information is list of services what they are offering, and they will not reveal how they are offering. Is that was clear? An example, you want to go buy a car. Are you interested when you start the engine, how engine works? You are not worried. Now your service is start the engine, accelerate, move. Now we are only worried about what are the services that are offered by the car. We are not worried internally how the service is offered. When you change the gear, internally how the system is working, we are not interested. We are only interested on list of services, what they are offering. We are not interested on how they are offering. Abstraction. Show the essential information, hide the rest of the data. Show the essential information, hide the rest of the data, which is called abstraction. When I go to ATM, what is an abstraction? Withdraw. Okay, mini statement. Mini statement. Change the password. Pay the bill. Okay, this is what? Services. When you take a mobile, okay, call, disconnect, WhatsApp, message. How internally they are working? We are not interested. We are only interested on green button, red button, WhatsApp. Internally how they function, we are not worried. So what is that? List of services that are offered to you. We are not interested on how they are offered. Are you clear about this? Right. The next we have, from the concept of abstraction, we had a concept called interfaces. People have derived a concept called interfaces from the concept of abstraction. Then we have encapsulation. What is the concept of encapsulation? Encapsulation means putting the data and their actions together. It is not only the service name, we also want to know how the service is implemented. In the abstraction, we only want to know services. What are the list of services? In the encapsulation, we want to know what is the service and how the service is implemented. We want to know what is the service, how the service is implemented. So encapsulation, putting the data and the actions together in a single entity is called encapsulation. Putting the data and their actions together in a single entity is called encapsulation. In the encapsulation, name of the service, how the service is implemented also given. From the concept of encapsulation, we derived a concept called classes. The concept of class is derived from encapsulation. From abstraction, we got interfaces. From encapsulation, we got classes. I hope you are good with this. Listen to the information. Then we have next one, polymorphism. What is the polymorphism? What is the polymorphism? Let us take. Now, these 4 people went to a restaurant. These 4 people went to a restaurant. They want to have their food. They had their food. Now this first guy, he is paying the bill by cash. Second guy, he is paying the bill by credit card. Third guy, he is paying the bill by debit card. Fourth guy, paying the bill by Google Pay. Now what are you doing now? All the four people are doing what? Same action. What is that? Payment of bill. But how they are making? Whichever the way they are comfortable, they are making it. But what they are doing? They are making a payment. So they are doing the same action in multiple ways. Why you are taking multiple ways? In the restaurant, if I say I accept only cash, I will lose some customers. In the restaurant, if I say I accept only credit card, I lose some customers. In the restaurant, if I say I accept only Google Pay, I will lose some customers. To make it customer friendly, the same service represented in multiple forms. To make it customer friendly, same service represented in multiple forms, which is called polymorphism. What is a polymorphism? Okay, representing same action in more than one way. Representing same action in more than one way is called polymorphism. What is a polymorphism? Representing same action in more than one way is called polymorphism. Okay, I repeat. Representing same action in more than one way is called polymorphism. I hope you are good with this. Right? Now let me take another example. You are searching for a data. Let us take it. You want to propose a girl. Now, if a government of India give a GO saying that everybody has to propose by writing some poem, then how many of the people will propose? 70% of the proposals will go. Right? To make it customer friendly, they told whatever the way you want, you can choose and propose. Now, what is that? Same action. They are doing it in multiple ways. Somebody proposing by a card, somebody by a ring, somebody by a credit card, somebody by XYZ format. Now what is that? Same action represented in multiple forms according to the customer friendliness. So representing same action in more than one way is called polymorphism. Searching for a data, search based on name and phone number, search based on name, email, search based on name, phone, email. In all the cases, we are searching for the same person. But somebody know my name, they search based on my name. Somebody know my email ID, they search based on my email ID. Somebody know my phone number, search based on phone number. So the way of representing same action in more than, please mute your mics everyone. Right. Now, representing same action in more than one way is called polymorphism. The format of representing same action in more than one way is called polymorphism. I hope you are good with this. Right. Next one, inheritance. From the concept of polymorphism, we got overloading. From the concept of polymorphism, what is the concept that is derived? Overloading. We will discuss in detail. Right. Big gist of it. Next we have next concept, inheritance. Next concept we have inheritance. What is this inheritance? Right. Look at the point. Now somebody attended today class, they wrote the notes. Somebody didn't attend the class. Yesterday's class somebody didn't attend. Now what he will do? There are two choices. One is take somebody notes, write again entire notes in your book. Second one, take a Xerox of it. Which is the best option? Xerox. Why Xerox? Boss, when something is available, why you want to take a burden of writing it again? It is already available. Why you want to take a burden of writing again? You can simply take a Xerox of it. Am I right? When you take a Xerox, then there are some mistakes in the Xerox which you can correct. Now some extra points that she didn't write, you can write those extra points. Are you getting my point? Now what is this? Reuse. What is this? Reuse. Reusability. Let us take it. I generally give this example. Now, 4 years back, I used to take the classroom in the main building. Beside the reception, there is a classroom. which can accommodate 50 members. I used to take the classes there 4 years back. When the strength increased, I came to this building. When I took this building, there are 3 partitions in the room. One big partition, 2 cabins. According to my requirement, I require a room which can accommodate 80 people, and I want a cabin for me. I want a cabin for my HR. So I took this building. Now the structure, already when I took this building, there are 2 cabins, 1 big hall. So according to my requirement, I require the same structure. Then what I have done? I took this room. I didn't modify anything that is existing, but I need some boards. I brought 2 boards. I brought 1 projector and I fixed it. Then what did I do? When something is already existing, if you like it, why you are like it, reuse it. Reuse it. Okay. If you want something extra, build it. Then later on, when the strength has grown to 150, strength has grown to 120, 130, then we removed 1 partition. Now what is it? The same thing room, I was trying to reuse it. I am trying to reuse it, modify according to my requirement. Now at that time, I have a 2 partition, but according to my requirement, I don't need 2 partition. Only 1 partition I need because I have to accommodate 120. Then strength to go on to 200, I remove the second partition also. Now what I am doing? When some structure is available, why are you trying to rebuild? The moment 120 strength came, I will not vacate this building. I will not go to next building. Now 200 came. Now I cannot vacate this building and go. So what I am trying to do? First I am trying to reuse the available structure here. Now in the available structure, if something is not according to my requirement, I am trying to redefine it. Then I removed the second partition, kept 1 more projector, 1 more TV I kept at the corner. It was able to meet my requirement. Are you getting my point? So what I was trying to do, when some structure is available, why you want to rebuild the same structure? Now in the structure, some elements are not according to your requirement. Replace those elements. You want something extra, you build it. What is this concept called? Reusability. Concept of reusability. When already program is available to you, you also want a similar type of program. Why are you writing again? Use the same program which is available. In some of the functionalities are not according to your issue. Some of the elements are not according to your requirement. You redesign. This is called inheritance. What is the concept of inheritance? Reusability. Concept of inheritance is nothing but reusability. Concept of inheritance is nothing but reusability. I repeat, concept of inheritance is nothing but reusability. Reuse the existing code. Wherever there is some changes required, you can make those changes. If you want anything extra, you can build it. This is the concept of inheritance. So what is a concept of inheritance? Reusability. What is the concept of polymorphism? Redefining the same functionality in more than 1 form. What is the concept of encapsulation? Putting the data and actions together in a single entity. What is an abstraction? Giving the list of services without their implementation. Encapsulation, services with their implementation. I hope you are good. So object-oriented programming system. In this abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism and inheritance. We will learn about these definitions in detail when I get into the topic. Just I give a quick overview of the topic. Right. So what we are going to learn? Abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulation. Okay. Let us start a quick analysis here. Any programming that we are going to learn, let it be a C program, C++, Java, Python, X or Y or Z. Irrespective of the programming language, irrespective of your programming language, every programming language we are going to learn with Lexical. Lexical is the first topic that we learn in every programming language. What is this Lexical? I give here, look at this, integer. This. Any line ending with semicolon is statement. Here, this statement I am breaking into number of. This is how I broke. Given statement broken down into small segments. Right. Can I break the segment? Can I make any more segments? Can I break the segment into subsegments? No. We are breaking the statement into small segments in such a way that no segment can be redivided. Okay, break the given statement into small segments in such a way that no segment can be redivided. Such a segment is called lexical. Such a segment is called lexical. All these are what? Lexicals. Now the point is, lexical may have meaning, may not have meaning. Now let us say B, there is no meaning for it. A, there is no meaning for it. But we have equal to, there is a meaning. Plus, there is a meaning. Semicolon, there is a meaning. So, lexical may or may not have meaning associated with it. Every lexical may have or may not have meaning. In the programming language, this lexical is called as character. In the programming language, what is a lexical? Lexical is nothing but a character. When you take any statement, break them into small segments in such a way that no segment can be redivided. Such a segment is called lexical. Lexical is also called as character in the programming language. I hope you are good with this. So, will every lexical has a meaning? May or may not have meaning. Okay. So, let me give you the definition. Given statement small in such a way that no segment can be each segment is called it is the smallest unit in the programming. Every lexical may or may not have meaning associated with it. Lexical is also called character. So, when you say lexical, it is nothing but a character. In the programming language, you keep on using a word called character. So, character is the smallest unit in the statement. So, that character cannot be redivided. If I give integer a value equal to b value plus 10, I is a character, n is a character, t is a character, e is a character, c is a character, equal to is a character, plus is a character, 1 is a character, 0 is a character. Is that was clear? Is that was clear for everyone? So, given statement is broken down into small segments in such a way that no segment can be redivided. This is a quick example. This is how we have learned characters. Next one. We have token. What is a token? When I say token, look at this. The same story. Integer, a value equal to b value plus. This I broke them into integer. Given statement is broken down into small segments in such a way that every segment has a meaning for it. Given statement is broken down into small segments in such a way that every segment has a meaning associated with it. The given statement is broken down into small segments in such a way that every segment has a meaning associated with it. Now, let us say integer, there is a meaning. A value, there is a meaning. Plus, there is a meaning. Equal to, there is a meaning. 10, there is a meaning. Semicolon, there is a meaning. Given statement is broken down into small segments in such a way that every segment has a meaning for it. Such a segment is called tokens. Tokens are again classified as identifiers, keywords, operators, separators, constants. The tokens are again classified into 5 types. So let me give you here. We have integer, a value, so every token falls under any one of these 5 categories. So the given statement is broken down into small segments in such a way that every segment has a meaning for it. Such a segment is called token. So token is a collection of characters. Now tokens are further classified into 5 types: identifiers, keywords, operators, separators, constants. Tokens are further classified as identifiers, keywords, operators, separators, constant. Right. Now, let me give the theoretical definition. Small segments in such a way that every segment has each segment is called tokens are classified into so this is how we got. I hope you are good with this. This is how we got it. This is how we got. The given statement is integer, a value equal to b value plus 10. Integer is a keyword, a value is an identifier, equal to is an operator, b value is an identifier, plus is an operator, 10 is a constant, semicolon is a separator. This is how you take it. So we have characters, we have tokens. Then we need to understand the first one, separators. What are these separators? These are used to separate the elements. separate the elements. Now, what are they? First we have separator meaning. These braces are called functional braces. Then these braces are called scope braces. These brackets are called array brackets. Colon. We have colon, semicolon, and we have comma. Functional braces, scope braces, array braces, colon, semicolon, period, and comma. These are the separators. These are used to separate the elements. Then I have these are functional braces, these are scope braces. Basically, they are used to separate the elements. So, in one by one topic, when we learn it, we'll discuss what is an array, what is a function, what is a scope. We'll be understanding them. A quick example. Right. They are used to separate the elements. Okay. The next one, we have some naming conventions. I hope you're good with this. Separators. Next we have constants. In the programming, constants. Elements whose value doesn't change throughout the program. Elements whose value doesn't change throughout the program. Throughout the program, if I give a value that remains the same. Let us say I give 10. You run the program today or after 10 days, the value is going to be what? 10 only. If I give Satish, the value is going to be Satish only. The elements which doesn't change their value throughout the program is called constant. Elements which doesn't change their value throughout the program are called constant. Any value you take, it's a constant. 20, 10,000, Ravi, Hyderabad, okay, true, false. It is a fixed values. They will not change. So what are constants? Any element whose values throughout the are called constants. Now there are three types of constants. Numerical constant, string constant, Boolean constant. Numerical constant, string constant, and Boolean constant. So here we have numerical constant. numerical constant. Any value that is formed using digits 0 to 9 with or without sign. Any value that is formed using digits 0 to 9 with or without sign of the number, or with or without decimal point. Numerical constant. Any value that is formed with or without decimal point, or with or without sign of the number is called numerical constant. Now, example. So any value that is formed using digits 0 to 9 with or without sign of the number, or with or without decimal point, are called numerical constant. These are called constant values. Then we have string constant. Any value represented within the single quote any value represented within the single quote are called string constant. So if you have a combination of other than numbers, if you have anything, we can go with string. I have ICACA 001. Anything that is represented within the single quotes, anything that is represented within the single quotes is called string constant. I hope you are good with this, right? So Boolean constant, it will store true or false. It will specify true or false. So we have seen lexical, token, and separators and constants. We will see tomorrow the remaining functionality. Right. And as many people have requested regarding the daylight saving, so I'll just try to ensure that the class will start a bit earlier, and I'll finish up by 10 or 10:15. Right. Okay. So online people are working from the US time zone. So somebody, people are requesting for the daylight saving. I'll try to finish by 10:10 or 10:15. Okay.